Greetings and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Neverwinter Nights, Shadows of Undrentide. Right, so after a little bit of bear homicide, let's move on. I don't really need bear hide. So I'll just pick it up so I can drop it. So I can know what it is from a glance. See? Much better. It says bear hide now. But what to do now? Since we do need since we now have the quest from Deacon to talk with Timur, and we are generally looking for what the kobolds were doing, it's probably best to look in that direction first. After all, I'm sure the gnolls are also interesting to follow, but not really a priority right now. I'm not even entirely certain they actually have an artifact, since we already got the mummy hand. The tower statue is in the hands of Deacon, which only leaves the Dragon's Tooth and the Mask of Shadow. The Mask of Mask, I believe, yes. But I have no idea who ended up with what exactly. Some more tracks. These are probably, yeah, kobold tracks, most likely. I mean, there's lots of tracks all over this place. Some tracks are definitely deer-like, but unless you have the awareness trait, or you're a ranger or druid, you're not likely to figure out what that is about. Right, let's kill these kobolds. Alright, let's not be completely stupid here. Instead, let's kill kobolds. And let's talk to this gentleman over here, Nathan Hurst. The dark skin of this dwarf reveals his race as to be one of the Grey Dwarves, or Dwergar, I think. He has a grim demeanor and a wary eye.
Hail to ye!
Oh there, stranger. If you come looking for treasures, you just keep on going. You will find easy pickings in this home. Nathan Hurst has a spirit more fierce than a dozen dwarves. So tell me what ye who you are and where ye be from, that I might know ye be a friend or foe. Oh, I am Mathijssa, pupil of Drogon's back in Hilltop. Ah, Drogon. Well, I do know the old dwarf. We have shared a glass or two on a cold night. I think I remember you now. I saw you from a distance when I was speaking with Drogon. I remember seeing you with Drogon one night, about 6 months ago. I was quickly bored by your discussion of agriculture, a dull topic for a famous adventurer. Zanos, I remember that. Apologies. You interrupted one of our fireside conversations. We were speaking of you and the other pupils, not real agriculture. Drogon thought he had found a good crop of seeds in you four. Be welcome then, but know that ye come in hard times, and look not to me for great hospitality. Have you been bothered by the kobolds too? Aye. There have been some trouble from the wee scaly folk, but there'll always be trouble from one group of monsters or another. We defend what be ours, with little word for them. The reason this be a dark time is that me daughter, Becca, has been kidnapped, and I cannot leave me pregnant wife, who be so close to term. The babe could come at any moment, but I swear to Shantia, when the child is born, I shall have Hill Giant for supper. That drunken oaf Rumgut will be rued the day he turned to villainy. Well, tell me more, perhaps I could help. Ah, there be this hill giant called Rumgut, on account of his serious drinking habits. Despite being a bit strange, he's actually been a fair neighbor, as he never got along with goblins. Never had any serious problems with him until now. 2 days ago, I'd be milking me cows, when all of a sudden I hear me daughter screaming. I go running just in time to see Rumgut run off with a sack over his shoulder. He took her to his cave, which is somewhere in the west hills to the west. Would you be willing to help me, poor child? Is there a reward? I can offer you a reward, though I will have to think on what I can give. I have little gold these days, still, I shall think of something worthy of my daughter's rescuer. Well, then I can help you. I see that Draok has trained a fine young lass, indeed. Go to the west, and you shall find his cave. Be careful, though. He might not be the smartest fellow, but he is still be strong, like all his kind. Yeah. Fighting a giant is probably not a good idea. Let's go do it. After all, being an adventurer is like 1 part brave, 3 parts fool. Or something like that. Oop, bear. Kill the bear. Thank you. Well, that's partially why we have all these healer skits. Yeah, the bear pelts are just a little bit too heavy and don't repay anywhere near enough. Let's move over here. Can I rest? Yeah, let's rest. Because I really need to recharge my spells, and I would really like to have my familiar with me again. It at the very least will provide some distraction. Good to have you with us, beast. Now, we are not entirely secure here, because there are wolves, I think. Just not entirely sure where. Maybe not here. But it's not altogether safe. No, there are wolves.
This is too easy.
Now, wolves are a relatively straightforward enemy. Not all that dangerous. That was easy enough.
What do you want?
Change your tactics. Change your equipment. Switch to the heavy crossbow, please. And I should really empty your inventory with those heavy items. But in the meantime, let's feed my familiar. Will get healed for free. Very nice. Now here we have the Rumgut cave. And there's some loose rocks over here. Now I can't use these loose rocks because I don't have anywhere near the dexterity, I think. But most of all, that's part of another side quest, because there's a couple of ways to deal with this. Let's see if I can do one of them. Singing, sort of. Rumgut be so happy with wife who can cook. Me not really care at all how she look. She may be small, but me no fit. When she be cooking, it'll no smell like. Bah! What a horrid noise this creature makes. The Zanas can carry a tune better than him, and singing is not my forte. Hey, oh, what you be doing here? You should not be in me cave, unless you be here for me to eat. You want for me should get me wife to cook you? You have a wife? Sure. See me pretty wife in cage over in corner of cave. She be good cook. Maybe you hop in pot. Show me how good she cook. Can I speak to your wife? Why you won't speak to me wife? She not very good talker. She mostly just cry and yell lots. Just like Rumgut's mom. Me guess it'd be alright for you to speak to her. Just treat her nice or Rumgut give you a sharp slap to head. Alright. Now this can go wrong in so many ways, because he is impossible at this level. Now that's a bit of an over-exaggeration of course, but let's just say he can probably one-shot me.
What do you want?
Please, you have to help me. I must get out of here. The stench alone is enough to kill me. What am I supposed to do with the giant right there? He attached to me something awful, but perhaps you could persuade him to let me go, or perhaps get him drunk. He does drink many a bottle of rum. That might work, but it might not. Any other possibilities? I suppose that if you leave and wait for his next meal, I can cook him a big pot of cobalt stew. He do be very susceptible to falling asleep after supper. You have to be very quiet though. Let's give that a try. Alright, I'll add as much seasoning as possible to make him gorge himself. Remember, be silent when you return, and come speak quietly with me. I will tell you where he puts the keys. Alright, I'm gonna be trying to be sneaky. So... and if that doesn't work, you can try the other route. So, stealth mode on. He's asleep.
What do you want?
Thanks, Vergadane. Rumgut finally passed out. Now hurry, I saw him drop the key to the cage over by his mat. I'll get it. Good, please be quick. There's no real need to talk. Alright, that's back into stealth mode. And where did he drop it exactly? It's probably in the debris somewhere. Because that's the only thing I can see. I want to ask you some questions. We can try, me memory be good, but short. What do you want to know? Why are you called Rumgut? Oh, ha ha ha. Me call myself that, cause me like drinking rum so very much, it make me gut get big. When we go out hunting little goblins and stuff for food, me likes to yell chants. You little dumb butts, come to Rumguts, and it be fine, cause we will dine, and you be mine. That scare them, and make them forget to fight me. They make mighty fine supper, especially with me wife and her good cooking. I like to drink too. Why? I bet I can drink more than you. Haha, a challenge. Me likes you lot. We drink and see who can drink more, but you be little, so me give you a chance. Me drink from bottle, you drink flask. It be smaller. Here we go. Alright, drink from the flask of rum. This is a constitution check, so I may have screwed myself a little bit, but my constitution is slightly above average. Alright, let's drink another one. That's a fail. Alright, let's try that again. Suppose I could try with my familiar. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Stop playing around with... Right, do I have a potion that will help me? I can get him to a drinking competition. Age doesn't help me. Bark skin and invisibility. Let's try being invisible. stand your ground. And you stand your ground. You move with me, and you move with me. And let's not stay here any longer. So many creative ways. I mean, I like doing the drinking challenge because it's kind of fun, but you do need a very high constitution. But he will notice if you pour it on the ground too early. You need at least 1 or 2 flasks before he is drunk enough that he will not see it. Alright. Thank you for saving my life. I thought I was going to be stuck married to that giant with a huge belly and tiny mind forever. If you go to my father's farm in the east, I assure you, you'll want to thank you and give your reward. I'll meet you there then. Thank you again, kind madame. I did need to keep going from here. Such a curious way of speaking. We're still invisible, that's fine. Right, he's overburdened. Well, I'm not, so let's just keep on moving. At least get the reward. Because I don't feel like running all the way back to town just for that. But I do need Zanos to be a bit quicker than that.
Hail to ye!
Ah, my little girl has come back to me, and she tells me that I have ye to thank for it. Do not be thinking that I had not recognized how hard ye worked for it. Yeah, I drank a whole potion. I have a reward for ye, a little something I picked up in me old adventuring days. Try this one on for size, and see if it be your welcome gift. You will always be welcome in my little home. If you ever need a safe haven to rest, just come on back, me friend. Alright, so he gave me an amulet. Which is not here. Here. I think that's an amulet of natural armor. Need a spell to figure it out. Well, let's first actually go back. Let's just go outside, do a little bit of merchandise. Get rid of almost this heavy load. I mean, I kind of want to test out Zanos, but he doesn't have any brilliant strength. I mean, neither really does Dorna. Because if you want a strength-built character, you really have to design it yourself. But I've already played fighters so many times. It's a bit boring. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like designing it, dual-wielding katanas, but it doesn't quite work. It's not supposed to work, it's just fun. Let's get rid of some neutral, that's fine actually, I don't care all that much. Malachite I can't turn into anything. Don't need the studded leather armor. Let's also open your inventory.
No, I'm carrying far too much useless garbage.
Yep, that's
Going
indeed.
to have to dump some of this.
So you can get rid of that. Get rid of that. Sapphire I can't use, so might as well get rid of that. Alright, let's start identifying some of these cloaks. So, Cloak of Elvenkind. That's not useful for me. The Cloak of Asselhorn is damage resistance. That's also a very nice cloak. I think this is an amulet of natural armor. Yep. I can't sell the darts. She doesn't want them. Alright, let's identify this amulet. Gloves of animal handling. Alright, that's useless to me. This one is a spot bonus. Doesn't really give me any benefit, but sure, why not? And I might as well give him the helmet here. Just for the concentration bonus. I can wear that. Cloak of Elven kind. It's just not worth it for me. Right, that gives me plenty of space. Right, let's get on going. But we'll go on next time. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.